Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is, of course, Kaydawg, and this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been waiting so long to play this game. This is, of course, the beta, as you can see. So we're just going to get right into it. New game. So you have three paths to choose from. Jack of all trade, diplomat, squire. I'm going to pick squire because I'm a motherfucking fighter, alright? So I'm going to let this cinematic roll.
After the kidnapping of the king, chaos and turmoil ruled the land, and our province was no exception. We were all run by bandits and marauders, and the roads were no longer safe. The most terrible massacre happened at the stud farm in Neuhof, which was raided and torched, and all the horses slaughtered. My liege lord sent his men, led by Sir Robert of Talmberg, to track down the killers and to bring them to justice. I rode with them, but the investigation has been slow and difficult. Whenever I came across some trace of the bandits, someone erased it in the cruelest way imaginable. In the end, though, I got one step ahead of the enemy. I found out one of the bandits was still alive and hiding near Talmberg. But before I set out to track him down, I had to report to Sir Robert.
Faster! In a real fight, you'd be dead already.
Sir.
Ah, Henry. Carry on. Well, lad, have you made any progress with the investigation?
Yes, sir. I think I have at last.
So you've found someone who isn't gutted and nailed to a wall?
It wasn't easy, sir, but I believe I have. I have information about one of the bandits who did it. He's even hiding in a village nearby.
God's blood. It's true the darkest shade is beneath the candlestick. Who is he?
I only know that they call him Riki, and he's from here in Talmberg.
That's it?
You wouldn't believe how much effort it took me to find that out. But I think it's enough to go on.
Well, what if he's dead too?
I think we'd already know if he was. These fellows are not given to subtlety.
True enough. We haven't found any more mutilated corpses. Well, get on with it then. And when you find him, come and see me. Most likely I'll be in the encampment by Merhoed.
You can rely on me, sir. Farewell.
And be careful, Henry. I know what that rabble did to you, but remember with whom you're dealing. Don't start any foolhardiness on your own. Understood?
I'll try not to, sir.
Alright, so that was the intro cinematic. So I've played this game a couple times. I was originally going to try to do a face cam, but with the face cam running at 30 frames per second and this game that drops below 30 frames, it just made it a pain in the ass. I recorded this like first 20 minutes of gameplay, like the first episode, like 3 times. No, actually like 5 times, and just could not get it. So I scrapped the face cam, and now I'm trying to do this. This game is a pain in the ass to record, just because it's so badly optimized right now, but it's in beta, so of course it is. But I mean, I'm still so excited to be playing it. I have the graphics setting tuned down. At max graphics, this game looks beautiful, but it's almost impossible to run. And I mean, I'm not running on the crappy computer. As you can see, I play Resident Evil 7 at ultra graphics at over 60 frames per second. So that's not a problem for me. But hopefully you guys aren't looking at stuff just for graphics. This game has some great gameplay. So obviously I've played this a little bit beginning of the part of the game a couple times, so I like to be transparent with that. I'm not going to act like I haven't played this little bit beginning part. Pretty much the most I've played is through up to the combat tutorial. But here is our first lady we're going to talk to. Ask
I'm
about
looking for
Riki.
some fellow they call Riki.
Jesus, who wouldn't know Hinnock?
Hinek?
That's his real name. I doubt he likes his nickname much.
No, I don't suppose he would. Where would I find this Hinek?
Try his folks' house. If you have the nerves for it. The old Tanner's a grouchy curmudgeon.
What can you tell me about this Hinek?
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk to him.
Why not?
Well, I don't know, but I heard he goes around with dubious people.
And does nobody at all talk to him?
That harlot Adela hangs around with him, of course.
Harlot?
She works as a bathhouse wench. Same thing.
I always get a little laugh at that. Let's go back. And where is the baths?
Where's the bathhouse?
As you can see, there's like a bug where you ask these questions and nobody answers them. Game's not finished. Then we're gonna ask where the Tanner
does
is.
the Tanner live?
Alright, so we're gonna go to the bathhouse, talk to the bathhouse wench, and then we're gonna go over to the Tanner house and talk to them. So, bathhouse is right over here. And that's not the woman we're looking for. Where's she at? Where's she at? What the heck? I don't know who that is. Oh, okay, she's over here. Get out of my way.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek the Tanner.
So what? Come to preach to me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner? That I seduce decent men, huh?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough, but I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find a Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there? He goes to the wood
What do you mean? There's no law against it.
with all the footpads, pillagers, humans, and God knows what kind of vermin around.
But Hinnock certainly has nothing to do with those people.
Then what does he do there? I don't expect he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinnock is a bit odd, and sometimes he goes off into the woods.
Look here. I'm a friend of...
But
so I suppose...
Okay, where we see him
When
last?
did you see him last?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening.
That was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came here sober.
So he was acting strange that evening.
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept on prattling and wasn't interested in, well, you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he...
Hard to say. He went on about some Jacob who died. Then he was regretting he ever got into it.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of money hidden at home behind the...
Uh-huh. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots.
If you
wouldn't
guys
go
want to
with
read
him
it all, you
for
can
money.
pause it.
And if I
There's so
wanted-
much dialogue in this game.
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his dad's small holding.
All right. Thanks.
Alright, time to talk to the father. This game has some beautiful landscapes too. Just everything about it. It's nice playing, like, for once, like a non-fantasy game. It's a kind of like a whole other feel to it, which is nice. I mean, you can see they've done a lot of work in just doing a lot of the little details in the landscapes, like the faraway stuff. Really beautiful, really immersive too. Just gonna sprint over here. The horses, also the horse controls are pretty realistic. I mean, I've been horse riding a lot growing up in the country, so I mean, I mean, that's not realistic, obviously. But, come on, get out of there. But yeah, like, it takes a second. Like, the controls aren't instant. It kind of tries to simulate the fact that you got to kind of persuade the horse to go where you want. And, okay. Get off our horse. So yeah, it's a little bit of a delayed reaction with the turning and kind of slow, but I like that because it's kind of realistic. We're gonna run in here, grab the shovel. We're gonna need to dig up that treasure. Gives us a little bit of extra money, which we may need or may not need in the future. It's always good to have money. As I said, I only got to the combat tutorial, which is pretty much right after this conversation, a little bit afterwards, and then from there we'll end the episode, and then episode 2 will be a completely blind playthrough.
I'm looking for a fellow they call Riki.
Why wouldn't I?
Uh-huh. You wouldn't happen to know where he is.
I don't know nothing.
Don't you know at least where he usually goes?
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Look here, fellow. Your son is in a...
Are you threatening me? And I'm supposed to believe that you want to help Hinek?
Believe what you like. I'm concerned about Hinek, but I don't care much what happens to you. Is that clear?
Fuck it. I'm not going to take a beating on account of that good for nothing.
So?
There's not much I can do for you anyway. Hinek was here, but he left right away.
Where did he go? You better give me something. You really do not want to waste my time.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching.
All right. It's not much... Don't you have any clue where his hideout...
I really don't know nothing about that.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
What more do you know?
I don't...
I know he didn't talk. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything!
Well, he came and went at various times. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and leaves and shit on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know?
I'd like to talk...
I'm very busy, so...
Do you at least know...
As far as I know, nobody here...
I heard he's seeing some bar...
Maybe.
Don't you have any clue where...
I really don't...
How's that? He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
Well, I don't really know. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him money. Of course, it could have been for meat.
All right.
Alright, I try to be quiet during the dialogue because I figure you guys would like to hear it. So you notice we had 3 different options when it came to persuading him. And they have to do with what backstory you picked. We picked Squire, which is obviously kind of like a fighter. So it gives us we get a better chance at getting the like threaten option. So you use that and it kind of changes whatever gameplay. I'm not sure how exactly that's going to tie into the future, but I'm sure it will. We're heading over to the inn now, and we're going to go talk to the innkeeper. Where's he at? And we'll get off here. Here, I think this is him.
Welcome to my shop.
Yep.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
Then ask someone.
I heard a different story, though. That the 2 of you were doing business together.
Who are you anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is, but if you find him, tell him he still owes me some goods.
You can see here again we have the different options. A little money might help, buying from the poachers. I have no time for
I
evasions.
have no time for this. I have to find Hinek and you are going to help me.
Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Practically a
I did
badass.
some deals with Riki, but I swear to God I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for...
I don't know exactly. That is, I don't know where it is.
But
What I happen to know, it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, He always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so he had to have light for that.
And do you know the whereabouts of some mine shaft in the area?
I don't know, but a few months ago the quarrymaster Sir Rupert was complaining over his ale here that Lord Divish had saddled in with a hell of a job. He had to check out all the old mine shafts in the area to see what state they were in.
I'll try asking him then. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, so we got to go over to the quarry and talk to Sir Rupert. But first we're going to go ahead and do the combat tutorial, because I am so excited to show you guys the combat, because I love the combat in this game. It's pretty hard. It takes a lot of concentration. So, like when we're actually fighting and doing this tutorial, I'll probably be hard to commentate as good, because it just takes a lot of focus. It's really hard, and you'll see what I mean when it actually comes up. It's kind of like Mountain Blade, except a lot more polished, a lot more in-depth. It's not as easy, and you don't really have an option of doing it automatically. And you'll see what I mean here in about like 30 seconds. So as we come up here, you can see what I was talking about with like the beautiful landscapes and stuff. It's awesome. It is just beautiful. I wish they'd have a graphics option for reducing the amount of flora. As you can see, the frame rate drops a bit when I come through here, just because of just the sheer amount of flora they have that's rendering all the time. I hope you can like reduce the thickness in the future. As you can see, when I sprint, frame rate drop of like 3 frames per second. I'm going to continue to try to adjust these and hopefully get a better frame rate. I don't think I'm ever going to get 60 frames per second. Whoa, sorry guys, but I don't think that's happening. It's hard enough to sustain 30. But you come through here, you got a quaint little village here. You got horses burning. That's always very pleasant, very nice aroma to have in the air. And I'm sure we'll have to have more stuff to check out. So it's pretty impressive for a beta, aside from the optimization. They're saying they're going to fix that when it comes to like the end of beta and more towards the final release. They said they're going to optimize it. I don't know why they wait for release. It just kind of makes testing it like a pain in the ass. I mean, that's the point of beta. Well, it used to be the point of beta anymore. It seems like every game is getting released in beta and stays in a beta release forever. Hopefully that's not the situation with this game. I'm really hoping for a good product. They've got an amazing product so far, but you can easily take a good product and destroy it. I mean, look at No Man's Sky, or should I say No Man's Lie. They had an amazing title there to work with and absolutely destroyed it by releasing it too quick. And they can't really come back from that. There's so much hate for that game that even if they turned it into an amazing game, it's just people are just always going to have that aura around it. And I mean, people aren't happy even with that new Foundation update. People are just not happy with the game. So this area lags for some reason too, where every time I've played it drops down FPS. I don't know why. It does, it just does. I don't know. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna talk to the master, and he's gonna teach us how to fight. I want to learn how to sword fight.
I'd like some training in handling a sword.
That's commendable, but my services aren't for free.
Sounds good.
Right away, if you like.
I skipped that because it's just him talking about giving us a wooden sword. Nothing interesting. Now you guys get to see the sword play in the game, which is really cool.
That thing you have in your hand is a sword. I'm a human and I want to kill you. Try walking around a bit. Movement around.
Obviously it's a tutorial, so it's kind of boring. It'd be nice if they sped up the tutorial a little bit, because a lot of times you'll be doing stuff for quite a while. Like as you see, I'm doing the moving for like 30 seconds.
And attack. I said it in my head, damn it. Don't you know?
Was that not your head, fucker?
That's it. Try attacking from various angles. You can stab and chop.
As you can see, it's directional based. It's
That's the way. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty fun too. It's hard.
Yeah. Fine, that's enough. Now, I'll attack and you try blocking me. Hold the sword in front
Blocking's
of you.
hard
and
when
to
stuff
fend
gets
off
really
various
intense.
thrusts. I'll go slow for now.
You'll see why. You have to react to every movement. Like right now it's easy because he's going slow, right?
Good, that's it.
But when you actually fight him, it's a lot harder because he's quick. And your vision gets blocked by your own arms.
Good, that's it.
This would be an awesome, like so cool to have PvP with.
Notice how exhausting it is holding the sword above your head.
Yes, yes, obviously.
Now I'll show you how a master blocks. Attack!
Now you'll see the parrying.
See, you wait for the strike and only fend it off when you see exactly where it's going. Attack!
Ow!
Now you try it. Watch my backswing. As soon as I start to come down, block.
I would imagine this is pretty realistic. I'm not some kind of medieval sword fighter specialist, but I would imagine.
Again!
Ah, it's hard to time this. You have to time it perfectly for the parry. Ah, I pushed this away. See, you gotta be quick. It is hard. It is hard to parry. And if you do it too early, he'll just block. So you don't get the parry off.
Yeah!
You have to literally do it on his backswing. If you get too close to him, obviously, he pushes you back. Could have sort of blocked that. I'm trying to get out of this corner. Get me out of this corner, please. Thank you. Damn it.
Yeah.
There we go.
When you manage to fend off the sword, you can lunge straight away. Try it.
Boom.
Now I'll show
Boom.
you a trick or two. You can lead an opponent by the
This
nose.
part's hard.
You give a few basic strikes, and when he least expects
You'll
it,
see
you
how hard it
attack
is to
out of
block
nowhere.
stuff, though.
Defend yourself. I'll show you how it's done. Now you try it. If you link together a series of strikes, then you can attack unexpectedly. A strike like that is almost impossible to fend off.
See, it's like, boom. So, up here. There we go. So, and then we're losing our stamina, as well as our frames. Here. Get out of that corner. So, upper. Nope. It's hard to get the exact positioning sometimes. So, here. Stab. I don't get it. It says stab. So, here. Nope. This is a pain in the ass sometimes. Here. Nope. Change zones in the middle of attacks. Boom. It's gonna be a real pain in the ass getting this part. It just doesn't seem to work. Other people are having problems with the combos. You have to get it like absolutely perfect with timing and everything. So here. It says to stab after the bottom one, but I don't know. Your stamina goes down so fast.
You can block all you want, but it's best to evade the strongest blows. Remember, the blow that misses you hurts the least. I'll attack.
Got some
if you
graphic bugs
evade.
in his forehead.
You mustn't move too soon. I'll see you. If you move too late, you'll get hit. Try it.
He's very intense. Boom. Can't catch me. Can't touch this. Can't do nothing. Oh, he got me. Gotta do it again on the backswing. Okay, if the shift button would work, that'd be nice. There we go. So the feinting is you're getting ready to attack up high and then you attack somewhere else. Or you attack from the left and then you attack from the right. It's just feinting attack somewhere else and then you attack the other place. I'd like the stuttering to stop, but this other area is especially laggy. I don't know. I mean, as you can see, like, I wish they would speed up the tutorial, so I mean, I've obviously got it, but they're making me do it a shit ton of times. Yes, yes. I want to do the whole tutorial because it's kind of like a free fight at the end. Okay, let me finish the tutorial,
Alright.
please. There we go.
I took it easy on you. Now I'm going to let you have it. Try everything I taught you.
So obviously after a dodge, you can counterattack. See, I don't know, sometimes the parry just doesn't work though. Man, that fucking lag. And like sometimes the stuff doesn't want to work. I mean, he dodges shit too. He's not an easy target. And it doesn't help when I'm stutter lagging a lot. Like you can see that stutter lag is bad, so it's kind of hard to combat here. You gotta watch their guard too, because if he's guarding like your feint, doesn't work if he's guarding there anyway. And you can't do anything while he's attacking. Like if you get stunned, you're fucked. Like the dodge just doesn't want to work sometimes too either. The stuttering is so bad. Let's just block for a little bit, eh? I don't know how to block center. See, the counterattack didn't work that time either. Or that time. Or that time. There we go. Damn. The controls are just so iffy. Okay, I'm done here. I'm done here, dude. I'm not gonna do this lag fest the whole time. That's it for episode 1, guys. Episode 2 is gonna be complete blind play. I haven't played past this part yet, so I kind of wanted to get out of this area too because it's so fucking laggy and just awful. So I hope I see you guys in the next episode, and I'm really excited to still play this and get into it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.